Hey guys, Brick Dude Curtis here with my review of the LEGO Speed Champions Aston Martin. As a big 007 fan from back in the day, I was really looking forward to getting this DB5 and building it. It is 298 pieces. It is model number 76911 and is officially based off of the newer Daniel Craig James Bond movies, but I'm going to make a slight modification to it. The back of the box features some images of the vehicle as well as the actual car the model is based off of. The biggest missing element of it is the side view mirrors. The designer of the vehicle talked about the difficulty with adding those. And while it is kind of sad that they couldn't add that detail, I think the car actually looks better for not including it. Sometimes when it comes to Lego, less is more, and you can't add every detail. So as long as you get the gist of it, it should still work out. Like with most Lego Speed Champion sets, the kit comes in 2 bags to complete the model, along with the standard instructions and a standard sticker sheet. Like with most Lego sets, the first thing we're building is the MiniFig. This MiniFig has a flesh tone and is designed to look like Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig, for me, is one of my least favorite Bonds. So, like I said, I'm going to be doing a slight mock to the figure later on. But starting off, I'll be using my pieces that came with the set and creating Daniel Craig. So here's the Daniel Craig minifig. He's got a suit on. He's got some print on the pants as well as the top. And he has a unique face and an interesting hair piece that I haven't really seen with that many other figures, especially in this color. But, it kind of looks like Craig. You can, I guess if you if you're told it's him, you can see it. But otherwise, it is what it is. So now that we've got the first bag open, let's get started making the DB5. Since I've come back to buying Lego models, the Speed Champion series has been one of my favorites to quickly get. A lot of great variety in vehicles since I've always loved cars. Good price and value for the number of pieces and a lot of unique building styles. So, I always look forward to seeing what kind of things they slip in. Because, I think about the stuff that I used to build and how I would design it out. And it's always interesting seeing what they put in and just the techniques that they use on the Speed Champions. So we've got our first sticker on the side paneling of the car. We have the DB5 logo. Now, for me, I am not a huge fan of Lego stickers. I much prefer printed bricks. I know a lot of people do. But the biggest issue that I have a lot of times with the stickers is if you look closely, you can see it's not the same color gray. And, that's kind of frustrating that it doesn't match. It's not a huge deal breaker or anything like that. I mean, I knew that it wasn't going to match. It almost never matches. But you'd think that they would be able to get the color down better by now. And right here is what I'd probably refer to as the first unique building technique, where we use the ends of these brown pieces, and they're going to go inside the holes in these modified bricks. All right, we are at the end of bag 1. This is what we have so far. Starting to look like a car. These are the leftover pieces for bag 1. The wrench, of course, for repairing the vehicle, one might say. But just taking a look at it, again, there was some definitely some interesting techniques that were used. On the back, I got just a couple stickers. It looks like I need to straighten one of them out. That's one of the things I hate about Lego stickers. But the license tag is the first hint at the MOC that I'm going to be doing once I finish creating this. Wasn't really a fan of this design right here and how they created that bumper. I see what they were going for, but I'm just not a fan of that. But overall, definitely like what I'm looking at so far, and I'm excited to see how it goes. Oh, another small thing is the steering wheel. The steering wheels for a lot of the Speed Champion models are offset, as you can see. But this one is just, it feels like it's a little bit too offset. I wish they would have just put in like a modified piece in there so we could center the steering wheel a little bit more. But we'll see how it goes. Now that we've got bag 2 open, let me show you a couple of the new pieces that were created specifically for this model. First and foremost, we've got some new hubcaps. They're in a metallic silver. Like I said, these are designed specifically for this model to replicate the look of the DB5. Another piece is this piece for the headlights. It is curved in a way that way it can line up all around. Definitely, like I said, a new piece. It's always interesting to me when they decide to make new pieces rather than just you sticking with the tried and true old ones and just doing, you know, the best. And then another new piece is this piece right here. Now, I'm looking at mine. Mine does have some scratches on it. Seems like a couple people have had that issue, which is kind of upsetting. I do wish there was a little bit more paint on it. I know the paint, let's see, my paint looks like it matches so-so. We'll see how it looks when I actually build the model. But I do wish they had the paint on the sides to look as if it was the partitions between the different windows and everything like that. So let's continue to build. Again, it's so interesting to see what Lego decides to select as a print rather than a sticker. Like, these two are both prints for the front lights, but then there's so many things that are stickers, you know, like the doors or even the license plates. It's very interesting. You know, and this feels like it should be an illegal building technique or something. Like, that piece is just suspended in there. It's not actually connected to anything. You just slide it into the gap. So you can create the little gap right there for the engine exhaust. And then again, two interesting prints. I understand why these weren't stickers, but it's just, again, it's surprising that they did it like this. I will say the strategy for creating this hood piece and making sure that it was all flat, very nice. And yes, just like other people have seen, the paint color on that back window is off. I do wish that they kind of maybe come up with a different solution or, you know, gotten that paint right. But other than that, we're done. So that is the DB5 from James Bond. And as you'll see, the small change that I made to mine is my license tag, and my Bond figure is based around, in my opinion, the greatest Bond, Sir Sean Connery. Overall, like all Speed Champion builds, it was a relaxing and fairly easy experience. I definitely enjoyed it. I like the building techniques that show up in Speed Champion models that, you know, always, it's fun when you're doing this. Again, I do wish the paint color on the stickers were more accurate, or those pieces were just prints. Again, if you can take the time to print so much of the stuff that's on the front, why not make all of the stuff prints? Here are the pieces that are left over. One of these were used at the bottom to help create the exhaust. I'm just going to use it as a gun for my Sean Connery James Bond. We have a bunch of the silver 1x3s, which are actually used for the different license tags. So the tag that I actually put on my car, again, is the one from Sean Connery's James Bond movies.